just wasn't meant to happen. How have we done that? Absolutely unbelievable. We've just beaten the champions of England and we had, what, 2 chances? That's what it feels like. Actually, no, towards the end we had a big chance with Willock. You know, we had an offside chance with Lacazette, but yeah, he was miles off. I mean, in general, though, we got smashed today. Absolutely piped by Liverpool. And we won. I don't get it, guys. I don't understand. Why couldn't we do this against Tottenham? Actually, to be fair, if we played like today against Tottenham, we probably still would have lost. I think this is a case of Liverpool just not doing what they needed to do to get the result. We're going to go through the stats here. Proudly brought to you by FOTMob. Let me go ahead and jump over to my phone here. So if you haven't downloaded FOTMob, you guys know I love it. They sponsor this series every now and again. It's got everything you need, football related. Just download it. You won't regret it. It's for free as well. iOS, Android. There's a link in the description. You can see the lineup here, which is what I've matched in my graphics. But was it that formation? I don't know. But let's have a look at the stats. Oh my god, I haven't actually seen these. So 70% of the ball with Liverpool. Basically, 70%. 24 shots to 3. 20 chances to 3. 4 of them only big chances, though. So I guess that's a little bit misleading, that. A lot more accurate passes, better pass success. 13 corners in total, 24 shots to 3. I mean, yeah, we don't need to be looking at that. Let's just pretend that hasn't happened. My God, how did we get away with it? I don't know. But we showed some resilience, didn't we? And we defended... Well, I don't know. Holding had a couple of moments where I thought, geez, he's rusty. But then there were moments where I thought, my God, he's Tony Adams reincarnated. Like, it's unbelievable. Tierney at left centre back. Bravo, this kid can play anywhere. What a player. David Luiz, he was all right, nothing special. But more than anything, it was just Liverpool struggling to put away their chances. So what can you do? Man of the match. Oh, it was tough. It was between Martinez, Saka, and Lacazette. And I've given it to Lacazette. I've given him an 8 out of 10. He got a goal and an assist. And to be fair, do you know what? He is making me eat my words a little bit. A lot of people will be eating their words because we've all been saying how maybe we'd be okay without Lacazette and that we kind of could do with the money instead. He's not really bringing much to the team. But I don't know, man. The last few games, he's been doing a lot better. So credit is due, I think, and well played. Lacazette is having a good time at the moment for us, and he was taken off for that exact reason. I think people were a little bit confused with the subs. Don't forget, FA Cup is coming. The league is done. Like, sure, this result is quite good for us. It's good mental-wise, but it's not really going to get us anywhere. We're not going to finish in the European spots, not slots. And do you know what? That's fine. It's done. We know. Whatever. Let's just get into the new season, right? But we still have one thing remaining this season, and that is, of course, the FA Cup, where we are taking on just a small club in Manchester, Man City. Should be fine, right? I would love to end this season with an FA Cup win. That would be just one way of making this season somewhat okay towards the end. It's been a tough year, a tough season, not just football-wise. We all know what's been going on around the world, and it'd be quite a nice way to finish the season, lifting a trophy that we've been quite good at in our history. Will that happen, though? I don't know, especially if we can perform like this and grind out a result, but then we can also lose to Tottenham like we did. It's very difficult to know what kind of Arsenal's going to show up, but today I was impressed. Even though we weren't very good in terms of actually competing with Liverpool, we managed to win the game. And this is a results game. It's a results business. And Arteta, whilst we've had some not so great results since lockdown, we've had some good results as well. This is a pretty remarkable scoreline. It's not something you expect Arsenal to be able to do. I mean, a couple of years ago, or even actually just with Emery, we would have been beaten 3 or 4-0, maybe 5. So, yeah, I'll take it. Thank you very much. 2-1. I think Lacazette deserves man of the match. I think Martinez, there was a lot of chances for Liverpool, and he was there a lot of the time. He's so commanding. I love him. I love Emi Martinez. I would be devastated if we sold him at some point. His value is rising right now. I mean, honestly, tell me right now, a better goalkeeper than him in the Premier League based on form? There's probably only a few. He is up there right now, performing at a very high level, which is just great to see. I love him. He's Arsenal through and through. He's been with us for so long. And I would love to give him man of the match as well, but it had to go to Lacazette. And I thought Saka was really good today as well. Now, let's talk about this system because, oh man, I did my watch long tonight. Thanks again to everyone who came out and subscribed and all that good stuff. I'll see you in the Discord. I've got to say though, the formation and the system definitely wasn't a 3-4-3. This is how it looked on paper. But I think Arteta, he tried to pull one over Jurgen Klopp there. It was at times a 4-4-1-1, a 4-2-3-1, a 4-3-3, a 3-4-3, a 3-4-1-2. It was very fluent, lots of movement. At times, Lacazette was playing behind Pepe. Pepe as the striker. Didn't have his best game ever, but, you know. Nelson was out on the left, out on the right. Saka was playing on the right and on the left. And then, yeah, it was a really weird system, but clearly something worked because we got the result. But let's talk about Nelson because the kid, I mean, I don't really like calling him a kid. I don't like calling players kids. I should stop doing that because some of them are like 20s now. Nelson, I think he has good potential. I think he's a good player. But is he ever going to be in the Arsenal first team? Is he going to break into this team with Martinelli, Saka, Pepe, Aubameyang, all of these guys that can play on the wing in his position? I don't know. I don't think he can. And it's great that he's got in the team today and he scored because I think that means we will be using him in the league. I think, you know, in the FA Cup, we're going to be going with our strongest lineups. And I want to see him score and do well because, and this might upset a few Arsenal fans because I think we should be trying to get money for this guy because I don't think he's ever going to be on the level of Saka, Martinelli, and Pepe. So the more we can get out of Nelson now to bump that value up, let's say he finishes strong, he gets a few goals towards the end of the season, his value is going to be up. And I think he is one of those players that we could probably cash in on. And it sounds bad, but I'm just being honest with you guys. You know, these videos is all about my opinions and just being brutally honest. You know, there's no cuts. It's just pure emotion. This is how I feel with Nelson. When I saw him today, he had a decent game, but there was never a moment where I see him and go, oh, this kid. Oh, I called him a kid again. This guy, he's going to go places. I don't see that with him. I don't know what it is. This sounds so rude, but I don't think he's that football smart. He's not that intelligent when it comes to football movement. I don't know. I see a lot more in Saka. I see a lot more in Martinelli. And I think that for his sake, just like we've seen with Ainsley Maitland-Niles in the press recently, him saying that he thinks he might need to leave to get first-team football, I think it's the same with Nelson. However, if we sell Maitland-Niles, Nelson, please put in a buyback clause or at least a first option clause. So if at any time in the future their new club decides it's not working, that we get first choice. You know, we can or first option to buy him back. You know, just something because. What if, you know, what if they become true greats? I think Ainsley Maitland-Niles is a better footballer than Nelson, and that says a lot. So that's how I think with Nelson. I think there was the right time to talk about him because he featured today and did quite well. But yeah, I'm going to talk about Liverpool now because what has happened to them since they won the title? I think it's very clear that they've dropped a level. They've dropped a gear. They've won the league. Who cares? But come on. No, you've got a huge record opportunity to get the most points in a Premier League season, to stamp your authority on this year, this calendar. This is going to go down in history. Liverpool, during the COVID-19, still won the league and they got the most points of all time. Now that's not going to happen. They throw it away so easily. I'm not sure what's happened to them. Can any Liverpool player, not players, if there's any Liverpool players watching this game, please get in contact with me. I'd love to have a chat. No, honestly, if any fans of Liverpool watching this video would like to explain it to me, because I can't put my finger on it, other than the fact that they put their tools down a little bit, like we've done it, we've won the league, we don't need to be worried. It doesn't make sense to me. There is a huge opportunity to really, you know, it really stamps your authority on the season, you know, winning that many points. They could have easily topped 100, but that's not going to happen now because you lost to Arsenal. Losing to Arsenal right now is shambolic, mate. What do they need to do in the window? Links with Thiago. I think Most importantly, I'd be looking at a new left back for backup to Robertson, because if Robertson gets injured, Milner? Really? Don't think so. Don't think that's right. Milner's a great player, don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't be playing him at left back. Let's see a new left back come in for Liverpool. I think that would be good for them. I think another midfielder would be good. I think one of your current midfielders would then need to be let go. Oxlade-Chamberlain, is he ever going to make it? So I don't want to talk about it. I'm a bit salty that he's gone to Liverpool, but he just hasn't been able to get going, has he? He's had moments where he's incredible, world class. Those long range goals. He only scores bangers, right? But he can't get 5 games in a row. He just can't do it. Maybe he goes. I don't know. Wijnaldum, is he on his way because Keita's doing well now? I don't know. Are they going to bring in another winger? Is Shaqiri on his way out? Are they going to bring in another right-sided player that cuts in on his left foot to be back up to Salah? Is Minamino going to be good enough? There's so many questions for that Liverpool team, but it's always backup players. Their first team is incredible. So nothing to worry about. You've just won the title. You know, you're still European champions as well until the the Champions League final takes place. So it's all good, Liverpool. You just got unlucky today. So fair play. We did it though. We actually did it. Can you actually believe the scenes? Arsenal beat Liverpool. It's the first time that Klopp has been beaten whilst at Liverpool by Arsenal. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, and quick word on Torreira. It was so nice to see him play. I've missed that guy. Torreira is, for me, one of our best midfielders. And if Ceballos wasn't playing so well, Torreira would be in this team. But Xhaka's also playing well. We have good competition right now in the centre of midfield, and that's why Maitland-Niles can't get any game time. He wants to play in that position, so we'll see what happens there. Quick other news as well. It looks like Partey ain't going to happen, guys. We're not having a Partey this season or this summer. Apparently Atletico Madrid have offered him double his wages and a new deal, and it would include a 100 million euro buyout clause. So that doesn't look like it's going to happen, which is a shame because I thought Partey would be a really good signing. So something to keep an eye on. These are just rumours, but would he join Arsenal? I don't know. I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. But that's going to be the end of Operation Arsenal. Again, just thank you so much to everyone who came out to the stream. If you don't know, I stream a watch-along to the Arsenal games on Twitch, every game pretty much. I think I've missed one so far since the return of football. It's over on twitch.tv/officialmgh if you wouldn't mind following me. We're so close to 100,000. These streams are insane. So many people joining and getting involved in the comments and subscribing. And I love you all, man. It's so cool. I love it. And we'll be back for our next fixture. Career mode back tomorrow. Thank you for watching. And I will see you next time. We beat the champions of England just about somehow.